So there's something I want to talk about today, something that was on a couple of news outlets and definitely all over YouTube, of this nurse who had used TikTok to post about how bad it is to lose a patient, presumably for clout. And that stuff never sits right with me, because I do work in a hospital and I used to work side by side with nurses when it came to me like moving patients from point A to point B as a patient transporter. And I do know that when it comes to dead patients, nurses do kind of become desensitized to it because it happens. But it's weird when you're desensitized to it and then you go online and you pretend like it bothers you. But when you do stuff like this, it always kind of comes off, to me at least, that you don't really care and that you are just pretending that you care for the clout, because everybody wants to see somebody going through it. Everybody wants to see the struggle. So you're going to pretend to put out that struggle and hope that people like it. And honestly, I think that shit's really, really grimy. But I mean, that's enough of me talking about it. Let's watch this together and I'll let you guys be the judge of what you see.
Lost a patient. Overwhelmed with emotion, she leans against the wall. Then she removes her mask and tries to shake it off.
Can you imagine, like, walking through the hallways and you see this nurse doing this and you're going like, oh ma'am, are you okay? Like, can I help you with anything? And she's like, get the fuck off me, nigga. I'm doing my TikTok. Gotta let these motherfuckers know what's good out here. It's a fucking war zone.
Still has 5 hours left in her shift. Her video is set to emotional music, and her camera is positioned to
so
capture
cringy.
her perfectly. But today, the nurse finds herself under fire. Many people who've seen the video on social media are calling her self-promoting, and the video cringeworthy. Now the debate is raging.
Cringe!
I had a lot of people die on my watch during the pandemic, and this type of performative garbage makes me furious, says one healthcare worker. Let me set up the camera so I can cry, goes another edgy remark. It seems to be part of a growing trend. TikTok is
so weird, bro. Maybe it's just because there's so many of them.
This nurse sits on the floor, lamenting the death of her patient. This healthcare worker is in the hospital parking garage, overcome by grief. Some comments are supportive. I'm sure it's hard to lose a patient. Sometimes you just want to feel seen. At the height of the pandemic, America fell in love with hero healthcare workers and their videos showing how they stayed upbeat during such harrowing times.
Nah, man. The only good thing that came out of the pandemic was that nice ass gas, bro. I think gas was like under $2, around like, it was somewhere around $1.50 to like $2, somewhere around there. And I used to be able to fill up my gas tank with $20, man. That shit was, oh.
So did this nurse go too far? We asked medical ethicist Professor Michael Guzmano.
I don't think she went too far.
To the level of being unethical. I thought it was probably mildly unprofessional.
No, that was unprofessional, not mildly.
Attention seeking.
Yeah.
I just hope that the negative attention does not detract from the important work that nurses are doing.
I don't think it detracts. I don't think anybody thinks it detracts from all the hard work that nurses do. But I do think there is a certain standard that should be upheld, a responsibility. And one of those responsibilities isn't posting things like this, because you don't get any sympathy from it. Some people do give sympathy, but for the most part, people are going to look at that stuff and be like, yo, why are you doing this? And that's how I feel. Like, why is she posting videos like this? Why is there a lot of nurses posting videos like this? Like, what do you expect to get out of it? On TikTok, some likes. You know what I'm saying? Some people might do it for support, but for the most times, like, a lot of people don't know what you're going through. So you're not going to get the support that you think you're going to get. You're going to get a lot of people looking at you thinking that you don't care. And I feel like you're better off talking to somebody about this, or talking to a lot of people maybe on YouTube about stuff like this, rather than pretending like you see here. Because when I see this, I don't think she's really tripping that hard about it. Of course, it might be on her mind, but I don't know, man. I don't know. And I know this stuff really doesn't matter like that, but you know, I did want to bring this up because I used to work in the hospital during COVID times, and there would be days on average we would move like 3 to 5 people to the morgue every single day. Maybe not all of them from COVID, but a good portion of them came from COVID. So, you know, I do know what it's like to have to see a dead body and know that they were literally just alive hours ago. And to see stuff like that, where it looks like they're just kind of turning it into a way to get clout, it doesn't sit right with me. Now, like I said before, maybe not all of them are doing it for clout, but to me, when I'm looking at this, if I don't know anything about these people, or if I don't know anything about what they go through, that's where my mind is gonna go. And don't be afraid to put your opinions in the comments. I have nothing better to do. I will go through and read every single one. So yeah, you guys, that's it for the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hopefully I can get up to about 1,000 by the end of the month. Please help me with that. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Peace.